Well, we've stopped America from being lit on fire and being put on ice, so now it's time to stop America from going to war. Oh boy, this is gonna be easy, surely.
We can't do that, so
Yeah. I wonder if I could keep up that joke or this is just a one-off thing.
right.
Either way, Bat Hair actually has, well, not hair because you don't actually see his face anymore. You see Cryo, but the standard best weapon in the game. It's just a big explosion. Kills. Well, it doesn't really kill because you're not supposed to kill. You're supposed to absorb. So killing actually takes up way more time than you think. Um, but yeah, it does a lot of damage in a wide area.
Hmm. Yeah, I do notice that you are just absorbing every enemy.
Yeah, they made it so that enemies take a long time to kill.
That's a good detail.
Yeah, I can appreciate some of the things, but it's not long enough to be super obnoxious.
So you can basically stick with the enemy power because it seems to always recharge.
Well, as long as I keep absorbing enemies quickly, then I get a huge percentage back. So it's actually seeing like a run of the game where that's just done well. It actually can be like pretty cool to watch. It's too bad again, like the level design and certain elements not up to snuff.
Yeah. The thing is, it's it's like something just didn't come together really. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Why would you risk? ex- Excuse me. So something stuck in my throat.
Oh, it's probably all your past sins.
No, I would have died.
I mean, you're technically right.
I guess that is true. Yeah, this is very straightforward. It's not very interesting.
Yeah, especially when they were just like, oh, this is a military base, and it's just, yeah, okay, this is cool and everything, except it's not. Like basic conveyor
Yeah,
belts and electrified wall. Okay, okay. I,
like think about how Metal Slug would do a military base. Well, technically
that's
that's the
just
gold standard, so that
that's
that's
too
a
yeah,
bad
that's too
comparison.
harsh.
But
I know we're dealing with pizza explosions, but still.
yeah, but it's been so long. I wish before the game continues, I need to get a refresher on Mighty Gunvolt first, because I don't remember how the military base was.
Hmm. Especially considering like the fact is, with okay, really should have thought. Why is this thing just suddenly so resilient? I think something actually went wrong there. See, like they go down. That one went down after like one. So what gives? But seriously, this has Mega Man 1 physics where if you're hit into instant kill, it still kills you.
Hmm.
So, you know, not at all fun for that. In fact, if anything, I just call that last little issue an actual trap. Oh wow, they talk about an
This
actual
looks
trap.
familiar, but I know that the military base is a sky person? I don't think so.
Hmm, might need to, well, might need to think about a lot of situations because military base is a level trope.
I will admit though, for some reason I do like that the sky. I just like sunsets.
Well, yeah. I don't get to see sunsets where I am.
That's a shame. You just completely killed forklift droid. Oh yeah, you see, jokes like that don't work since you're not actually killing anyone.
Well, Yeah, I mean, this is a type of death. Except
You know
when
what's
you
interesting?
fight the mighty numbers.
No, what not interesting. What's especially sad? This reminds me of what the concept art
Oh,
was. Them,
uh,
and I was like, yeah, that's a shame. I'm pretty sure it's some. If it wasn't this, it's somewhere that looks like this. But the concept art
yeah,
was
there were
like,
like it was there. There's like like yellow and black danger signs and like cone enemies, and it looks so cool. Uh, oh well. I mean, I literally made a video about it. Yeah,
you
forklift guy
know,
hate playing.
okay, that forklift droid had a vendetta.
Well, we did kill his cousin.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, it's still. I do like this, even though it's still really simple, but I still like it. You know what's the point if they're being like even just make it fall off screen, but it's just being destroyed. What's the point? Like it seems so wasteful. I don't know. Maybe that's the point. Like, these useful machines have repurposed this place to like destroy things in rebellion.
I mean, I guess, but like they don't really go
Although
into
that whole
exactly
concept
how
about
the
useful machines kind of reminds me about
Mega Man 9.
no.
Oh, well, there
It,
goes my hope.
it reminds me of Thomas the Tank Engine.
What?
You don't you remember the whole my goal in life is to be seen as really useful, and it's like I saw a video about it because um, political readings of children's media is just like a hot thing now, and I saw a video about Thomas the Tank Engine.
Did
It
they
is very
mention the brick
interesting.
wall?
Repeat that?
Did they mention the brick wall incident?
Yes.
Okay. Because that's
And
like the thing that always sticks out in my mind.
the thing is, it's weird, and I never really thought about it. That the highest praise any of them can get is that they're really useful. It's not that they're good or that it's just that they're useful, and I think that's so weird. Now that you think about it,
Yeah.
especially since the main boss is just some train company owner. He doesn't care about them outside the fact that they're being useful. It's so weird. It's
Yep.
just a kids show.
I mean, they really went into the logistics of trains having sentience.
True. And I mean, kids shows by their nature are going to have weird things like that because their worlds are so simple.
I mean,
But I would,
does Mr. Salt and Mr. Pepper and Mrs. Pepper die if you pour them out?
I mean, sure, but like stuff that's, I guess, yeah, like some hidden implications or just like when you read stuff,
What
like
the fact is
it's
with the mail. I think somebody said that now the mail is in Blue's Clues is collected by email. What's mailbox doing then? See, okay.
just living their life, I guess. Do they show mail? I don't know, because most of the characters are there. There's probably, I mean, if they get that package, no, the mailbox is too small for that. I guess I do like this. The falling boxes. It's a logical conclusion that makes sense. I like it. But yeah, like everyone knows about the stuff about Paw Patrol. But honestly, Thomas the Tank Engine is just extra weird. In even by kids show normal weird standards, something about Thomas the Tank Engine is extra weird.
Yep. Well, I
But
mean,
speaking of, I do like the whole Caillou's parents are the most patient people in the world.
yes, they are. Because before it was just like, okay, it's annoying, but you look back and like, oh my god, like what is wrong with this child?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Meanwhile, Peppa Pig's parents go over the line with patience.
Oh no, I was okay. Peppa Pig is the normal, the example everyone knows. But for me, I'm trying to remember what's the name of Stella and Sam, which I don't know if you know that show.
Don't.
But that's a cartoon that made me feel bad about being a brother. I was thinking, oh my gosh, she's so good.
Oh yeah,
She's
you did
so good
say
at being an older
this.
sibling. And it just made me think, man, what am I doing wrong? She's so good. It genuinely did make me feel weird. It's like, oh my goodness. So that was something. Oh wow, that was actually.
Yeah,
Are all the boss battles just gonna take a long time?
no, but a lot of them are hard to do Buster only. It's obvious
Yeah.
what the weakness chains are because you get whatever when you save a mighty number and you look under another stage name. If that mighty number offers advice for that stage, that means that they're the weakness of the bosses.
You know, before we get back to the really important discussion, I have to say that look, we complain about 3D a lot, but I hate that it makes them look even more like lemons. Like that guy has a Gatling gun and he's shooting lemons at you.
I mean, have you had lemons shot at you? They're sure to burn.
I guess that's very true. He's about to fire the ultra lemon, the
I was
mango.
Darn it, what was the well, I hate mangoes, so but I was like, what was the thing with the weapon of the natural killer cyborg in Mother 3? Oh right, the end of century beam. That was
Right.
a fun fight. I mean, I think I got PK
Can I
Brown
think
by
of
that
any
point,
fun
but
boss
still.
battles I've had?
Well, considering the games you play and your stickler for what you want out of this, okay.
Oh my goodness. Oh, so that's basically a timer.
But you have to get up really close to him to avoid it, or kill it, or destroy it. I think if you can even do that, I don't actually remember.
It's
Um,
interesting. That's actually an interesting mechanic. Where he just fires something and suddenly the match is timed. No, I like that. I think that's cool.
but the thing is, though, is that I don't know if it's insta kills or just does a whole bunch of damage that it's practically insta kill anyways.
Yeah, I mean, it's so late in the match, unless you've healed up, you're probably going to have had taken enough damage for it to kill you.
Yep. That being said, though, the reason why this is not super frustrating for me is because I made sure to go into the options menu and give myself at the beginning of the game and give myself 9 lives to start, while it usually starts out with 2.
That's not so bad. That's good. That's a good option. That's a big thing now is customizable game experiences.
Yes, but at the same time, just like I get the point because that's a Mega Man thing, except this game is not designed well enough to compensate for that with all of the horrible traps.
Yeah, you can't just be like the old games unless you do something. I'm trying to think of fun Terraria bosses I've had so far. And I want to say the answer to that
Is
is
the
none of them.
Because I was just about to say, just like I wanted to see your face when you fought the wall of flesh.
Well, I mean, okay, the first time I fought it was on 3DS. And honestly, I mean, I guess this is my first time playing expert mode. And so a lot of this stuff, well, no, my first time getting this far in expert mode, I should say. And a lot of this has been, a lot of
Yes, a
this
lot
has
of this
been,
has been cough cough. Yes.
a lot of this has been surprise, like, taking me by surprise how the problem, not the problem, how expert mode works is one moment I face a boss the first time, it is impossible to kill. I see no way I could possibly beat this. And then the second time I'm like, oh, that wasn't so hard. And but that first time, it's something
Your
because
failure gives you perspective.
it's like the Eye of Cthulhu. There's a point
Did
where
you really, really call it that?
yes,
What
and
is
I
the
and I
matter
and
with
I
you?
always will. So the Eye of Cthulhu.
Please
There's
stop.
there's a point where it goes really fast, And then when it has very few health, it does nothing but constantly go very fast at full speed in a way that's basically impossible to hit. And I was very scared. And yeah, it's like because I don't look up how these bosses are. I like there's a lot of things I will look up, but the actual boss, the actual enemy behavior, I don't look up. I might look up potion stuff or arena stuff, but boss behavior, I don't do that
He keeps
unless I'm
jumping
just stuck.
exactly where I expect him not to jump, and it's so frustrating.
Yeah, he seems to. I mean, seems to be a good boss.
I think he might be the most resistant to the buster pellets. It's just look how little I'm doing.
Maybe is there resistance to? Because I was about to say maybe he is like legitimately.
I mean, I know like in Mega Man games there are some robots that are more weak to the Mega Buster, but
You
this
know,
guy just seems to be taking a million
he should have been
years.
destroyed. He's a war machine.
But he fights
This
for he remember that most of these robots are not built for actual.
yeah. So what's the Gatling gun giant piston
They're
robot
built for
built for?
robot fights. They're all built for robot fights for entertainment, just like Mega Man
Oh,
6.
oh, okay. That's not. That's kind of his life. That's weird.
Yeah, it
In a
is. They
in
don't
a in
quite
a
go into it now, do
sentient
they?
in a world where it's like they're just fully the victims. In a world with sentient robots building robots to fight, it's like breeding dogs to fight, except worse.
Yeah, and the dogs in the background agree.
Clearly, they're seeing what's going on right now.
Or they just hate Mighty Number 9.
That's weird. Why is he like slicing his hands into bits?
Yeah,
Leaving that here.
On his Lego here because they didn't render that properly.
I mean, what did they?
This guy's incredibly huge stomach.
Yeah, it's rendered too well.
He should not be standing. Then again, I have seen a, a unit.
Some people have very strong legs.
I know, it's just like I have seen a unit that can barely be described. And of course, it was when I went to visit America, so.
I am going to remain neutral in that statement.
You and I both know that they have an incredibly serious obesity problem.
Yes, and I want to comment on that, but I can't stop looking at his ugly sandals. That's
Wait,
so. It does not
those aren't
fit the.
sandals, those
I
are.
know, but I want to insult them because I don't like them, and so I don't want to call them shoes.
What are they called? Espadrilles? I forget.
Especially since he's wearing them without socks. It's just so weird.
Yeah, that's the breaking point of the game for you.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, the game's lost me now.